Hi, I'm Saffron. I'm a Steiner preschool teacher from Australia and the director of Sacha Uku, a preschool and cultural center in San Miguel, a small, rural, poor Colombian village that was displaced by civil war 20 years ago. I first came to Colombia when I was traveling and volunteering in South America. I was given the contact of a Steiner preschool in the country and then given directions to catch 3 buses and walk 20 minutes up the hill to arrive at where I was going to be staying. The next day I started volunteering and very soon made friends and got to know the people in the town. Within a few days I was just sure that I was going to come back and live here. I stayed for a few more months, then went back home and finished my Bachelor of Education Early Childhood, and when I was done, came back and started living in Colombia. The first year I worked at the same preschool and then started working for myself teaching English. In this time, I got to understand a lot about the history and the culture of Colombia and really adapted to a different way of life. About a year after coming, I was invited to go to La Honda, the neighboring village of San Miguel. La Honda is a remote community with about 20 people living there in a natural reserve. I just fell in love with La Honda. The nature was so beautiful and I was so inspired by these people who after 15 years of displacement were coming back to their homes and rebuilding their lives. From that day, every fortnight I'd make the 3-hour journey to give a knitting class in this remote village. In that time, I got to know more La Honda and San Miguel and the history and the people living there. Although I was really enjoying my life at that time in Colombia, I was living a pretty stress-free, relaxed life, living off the little money that I earned. I started to get a kind of nagging feeling that I hadn't really come to Colombia to live up the good life. I'd come to be of service. And one night, when I was sitting on my balcony on my outside seat made of bricks stacked on top of each other with a wooden plank on top that my best friend had given me as a housewarming gift, looking out at the beautiful view, the mountains to the left and the distant lights of the town to the right, suddenly it hit me. I need to start a preschool in San Miguel. I was a bit shocked by my realization and asked a friend, is it really possible that someone from one of the most developed cities in the world can just go and live in the middle of nowhere without internet access, without phone reception, and just start their own project? She replied that of course I could, but I wasn't really waiting for her answer. It wasn't a question, it was just something that I had to do, whether I liked it or not. On my next visit to La Honda, I spoke to a friend and the leader of the local women's group. I said something like, well, I'm kind of thinking about maybe doing some sort of social project, and well, it occurred to me that it could be some kind of good idea to start a preschool in San Miguel. Without missing a beat, she immediately replied, San Miguel really needs a preschool, and then started to tell me about the children living there, about a girl with special needs who was living with a family who never went out and didn't communicate with anyone else, about 2 girls who were living in a bar, and about other children who were being cared for by their older siblings. She told me that it would be really important to make and serve food, that it would just be the only way that we could know that the children would be eating breakfast and lunch every day. I went and gave my knitting class and came back with total clarity and asked around for a house to rent. When I first went and saw the house, I almost ran out crying. It was full of rubbish, disgustingly filthy, and the floor was almost flooded from all the leaks, along with a lot of other fixing up things. But I was told that the only other house that was disoccupied was even in worse condition, so I rented the house. Luckily, I have a lot of friends in Colombia and a very helpful boyfriend that were all really inspired by the idea of the project, and over the next few months we came whenever we could, cleaned out the rubbish, painted, cleaned out the house and turned an old bean plantation into a beautiful children's playground using only the materials that were there or what had been donated. And then Sacha Uku began. I have to say it wasn't very easy. I mean, of course I knew that these people had lived through civil war and that they'd been displaced, and I'd heard little bits and pieces of things that had happened in the time of the war before, but it was nothing like what When I was a child, I could never get to sleep. I imagined all the dead bodies I'd seen during the day were coming out and crawling at me in the darkness. This isn't an isolated story. Anyone who was willing to tell me has a story like that are not always about strange dead bodies on the street, but about their moms and dads, their children and brothers and sisters. I'd be surprised if there isn't a family here who hasn't had one family member at least tortured or murdered or both. The children hardly ever leave their houses. They might go occasionally into town to do the shopping or some kind of medical appointment, but they certainly don't ever leave to play with friends or do any other kind of fun activities. When they first came to Sacha Uku, they were so shy. I'd never seen anything like it. Can you imagine passing a whole day with a group of young children in almost silence? But very soon they got over their silence, and now they just love coming to Sacha Uku. They all bound in with big happy smiles on their face, ready to greet their friends, tell me all their news, and start playing with the beautiful toys. Everything we do is cause for joy. Drawing with crayons, eating fruit, painting, cooking, gardening, singing, listening to stories. The diet here pretty much consists of potatoes, corn, beans and rice. Almost everything I make for the children they've never seen or heard of before. It's all kind of a cause for excitement, but it takes a while to get used to so many new flavors. But now they love eating and preparing lots of different fruits and vegetables, and also growing them in the garden. It's a big cause of joy to be able to sow seeds, and one of the most exciting parts of the day is collecting the harvest and bringing it in to be made part of the lunch. Sacha Uku doesn't only run as a preschool, we also have activities in the afternoons. On Tuesday we have a craft and woodworking class where children from primary school, high school and adults come not only from San Miguel but from other neighboring villages. On Wednesday the women's group meet, and on Thursday I teach knitting also to children of a variety of ages, and then give an English class to a group of teenagers. Sacha Uku has made a big difference in the lives of a lot of people. The families now trust each other, now converse together, and they feel comfortable asking me and each other for favors and asking out when they need help. The older children are now more creative, have new skills, and can see that there's more to life than just struggling to get by. And these children who come from families and the community where life's seen as a place of suffering, of cruelty, of anger and hatred, can now look into the world and see it as a beautiful place full of love and kindness, and can be people who will bring more love and kindness into this world. Sacha Uku runs completely off donations. I believe that it's an example of all the goodness in the world that a place like this can even exist. And it exists because of the help of so many different people. So please, if you'd like Sacha Uku to be able to continue, please have a look at their campaign and share it with your friends and family, and be part of the joy spreading into the lives of the people in San Miguel.